LOP in the building. My life been a movie, I should've filmed it. Nicely with the pen game. Pops taught me the spit game. Get your cameras ready, we heavy catch when I'm in frame. Product, opinionated, but I'm coming through smooth with it. I be kicking facts, you could Google it. Run a block to the booth, hear the truth, just another lane lock. I'm a Crown Heights legend, still repping the same block. Whoa.
You are now listening to the Life of Produk Podcast.
Yeah, what up, man? It's the boy Product. You are now locked into the Life of Produk Podcast. This is episode 21. Brooklyn shit. LOP in the building, baby. I told y'all when I do episode 21, I was going to have a drink on the show for y'all. To the fans, to the family, to everybody that's fucking with my shit, I love y'all. Thank you very much. We ain't here getting loose, baby. Episode 21. Thank you to Anchor, man, because Anchor's really doing it for the kid. The sponsorship, the distribution, it's on all streaming platforms. I really, really thank y'all. Like, I'm going to keep it real with y'all. Before I started this show, I was a little nervous about it and shit, because I'm not a social person. I'm really not a social person. Everybody, the people that's really close to me that I'm open to, they can actually vouch for this. I'm the most open, non-social person that you will ever meet in your fucking life. And I know that sounds crazy. Like, you might see me at social media. You would very rarely see me at an event. You might see the post, you might see me working, but other than that, you don't see me in too many circles of fucking people. I keep the circle of people I fuck with very small. But bang, this is episode 21. I hope y'all having a really good day. I'm gonna tell y'all, right? I actually got some sleep today, which is very rare for me. I am not a sleeper. Like, the fuck, yo. Like, I literally run off of the bare minimum. But God made caffeine, so you know what I mean? I'm good money. You know what I'm saying? But my day was actually pretty good. Like, I got a nice 2-hour workout in, and I'm a firm believer that the older we get, the more we have to go hard to take care of ourselves. We have to take care of ourselves, especially during this pandemic. So I did a nice 30-minute treadmill. I hit the weights. Like, I rocked the fuck out today. I was in there doing my thing. Funny shit, bang. So I'm leaving the gym, and I was like, yo, I need a bottle for tonight's show. So past the liquor store, bust a mean fucking U-turn, right? Go to the liquor store. Now, there was a liquor I used to buy in Jersey. Loved it. It was fucking organic. The shit was incredible, right? I cannot find the shit here. So there was a lady, older white lady working there. I was like, excuse me, miss, do you guys have this kind of vodka? And she's like, oh, no, we don't sell it here. So I'm like, all right, I pick up the bottle I get. It was a nice looking bottle. I never had this shit before. And it's actually pretty fucking strong. This shit is 40% and it's distilled 7 times, which is right up my fucking alley. Because everybody that knows me, they know I'm a vodka person. I buy the bottle, I go to the cash register. Well, I'm about to buy the bottle. And as the lady's ringing me up, the lady stops in the middle of the shit. And she says, don't I know you from somewhere? And I was like, I don't really think so. Good thing I had a mask on and shit, because the mask kind of like, I feel like I'm shielded from society. I know it might sound crazy. So the lady she goes, no. She said, I know your voice from somewhere. And I was like, oh, are you sure? She was like, I know for a fact I know your voice. So I was like, nah, I think you got me confused with somebody else. I'm pretty sure she was a listener of my show. Now, to that lady, I am fucking sorry. I'm just not a social person. I apologize. Next time I stop by the store, I will say what's up to you. And we can fucking kick it for a minute. I might even take a selfie with you. But I want to get that off my chest. I thought this shit was very crazy. But that right there just shows me I'm doing a good thing, because I check the analytics every fucking week, and the streams and the listens are growing higher. It's growing higher, and thank you to y'all. Like, I fuck with y'all. Like, thank you very much. So this is episode 21. I told myself episode 21 was gonna be special. You see, I got the bottle in here. I'm rocking out. But subject matters. The subject matter of today's episode is gonna be very fucking special. Today's episode is called Build or BNBS. Now, I know y'all probably thinking, what the fuck does BNBS mean? So we're talking relationship shit today, and we're gonna get to that real shit. Now, as a man and as a woman, after you hit a certain age, you have to ask yourself, are we gonna build or are we gonna BNBS? Now, I know y'all don't know what BNBS means. Y'all wondering what the fuck does it mean? It stands for bust nuts and bullshit. Listen, this is an adult show, and I check the analytics every week. Kids don't listen to my shit. I have a certain age and a certain demographic of people that fuck with it. So I'm actually kind of glad kids don't listen to my show, because I get raw with it. I talk a lot of shit. Yo, real talk. We're at a certain age, you have to ask yourself, we're either gonna build or we're gonna bust nuts and bullshit. this is some real ass shit. Like, you get tired of starting over. Who the fuck? Listen, I can't see y'all go buy a hand show. Raise your hands if you're tired of starting over. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all are gonna do that. You get tired of that shit. You get tired of the back and forth shit. And the crazy shit is when you build with somebody and it don't work and you go back to busting nuts and bullshitting with another person, you still might have feelings for that person. You still might have an attachment. Yo, the crazy shit is you could be in a whole relationship but busting nuts and bullshitting. I'm dead ass. You could be in a whole relationship and you're busting nuts and bullshitting with a person. Like that? Isn't that crazy to y'all? That just means that this shit ain't going nowhere. That means that shit is not going any fucking where. It ain't going nowhere. All you doing is busting nuts and bullshitting, maybe going half on rent, shit like that. And I can speak on this shit because I've been on both sides of the fence with this shit. Yo, look, this question is to the fellas out there, right? And fellas, I want y'all to really think long and hard about what the fuck I'm about to ask y'all. This is for the fellas, right? Because I can't, I can speak to the females on some shit, but I'm a man. And two, I don't want to be offensive to women because I love women very much. I got a lot of women in my family. Fellas, right? If you're dealing with a chick, like I said, I've been on both sides of the fence with a lot of shit. If you're dealing with a chick, right? Would you rather be the dude that is wearing her out 2-3 times a week on a regular? The sex is exclusive. She not sleeping on nobody else. You wearing that shit out 2-3 times a week. You come through, y'all don't really go out, but it's kind of, you're busting nuts and bullshit. See, busting nuts and bullshit is a safe zone. Nobody ever really talks about. It's a fucking safe zone. So do you want to be the dude that come through, you wear it out 2-3 times a week, you work, she works, so y'all don't really have time to go out like that. Y'all don't have, you know what I'm saying? You're a fly ass dude, you got things going on for yourself. You guys bust nuts and bullshit because you're both busy, you have a career or whatnot. Or would you rather be the dude? You don't really have a lot going for yourself right now. You're kind of stuck somewhat in a situation, and life-wise, you're stuck in a situation. You're not really dressing as good as you used to. You kind of got a pot belly. You know, you might have let yourself go just a little bit, but you could bounce back. But the shorty love you. She loves you. She's gonna ride for you. Your money is not where it should be, but shorty love you. She not tripping on that. Which dude would you be? Now listen, everybody that hits me up about my show, I personally hit them back because this is how grateful I am that y'all fucking with my shit. And a lot of y'all, we talk about and we go back and forth about some of the shit that I talk about on the show. So to that set crowd, to those people that you know faithfully hit me up every week, I love y'all, and I want y'all, after y'all hear this shit, after y'all hear this episode, I want y'all to answer this question: which dude would you be? And I'm gonna give y'all my answer because, like I said, I've been on both sides of the fence with this shit. Real talk, and this is an honest truth, but I want y'all to really listen. Don't just cut me off and be like, "Oh, this fucked up." I would rather be the dude that's just blowing her back out 2-3 times a week. And I'm dead ass. Now, if you backtrack to what I said, why would I rather, and I'm gonna answer that, why would I rather be the dude that's just wearing shorty out 2-3 times a week as opposed to the dude that she really loves? You know why? Because the dude that's wearing her out 2-3 times a week, I said it, he's in shape, he got his shit together, you know, he's brewing a career, he's busy because he's doing him on the life side of things. He's taking care of himself. As opposed to the dude that's not where he wants to be at. See, the other dude is not where he want to be at yet. He got a little pot belly. You know what I'm saying? I hate to fucking use that word. You know what I'm saying? Like, got a little pot belly. He's kind of complacent in where he's at right now in life. He's not where he wants to be. He's not where he needs to be. He knows he can get there. But the thing about life, you have to wait till life allows you to do that. You have to wait till life allows you to get there. So me being me, right? Me, and I'm a real grown ass man. I'm a real ass dude. I'm a self-sufficient grown ass man. I would rather be the dude that's wearing her out 2-3 times a week, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because being that other dude is putting a hold on her life. It's holding her life. It's kind of preventing her from getting where she needs to be. Because if you're not where you need to be, how are you gonna fully build with that person and she's going to that path that she's supposed to be on, that she's meant to be on? Because a man is supposed to be a fucking provider. A man is supposed to be a leader. You can't be a leader and you can't be providing for another person if you're not doing that shit for yourself. So me saying I'd rather be the dude that's wearing her out 2-3 times a week, that's not me being an asshole. That's not me being chauvinistic or just some horn dog. That's me because I don't want to hold her life up. You understand what I'm saying? I would rather, first, self-care is a very big thing. You need to be able to take care of yourself before you can take care of another person and a household. And that's some real ass shit. That's the realest shit I've ever heard. That is the realest shit I've ever heard. And somebody told me that shit a long time ago. So I'm telling y'all, you need to be able to take care of yourself before you can take care of another person in a household. Because all you're gonna do is hold that person back. And guess what? When you hold somebody back, that's when they start to resent you. Resentment builds up. Once that resentment builds up, you ain't gonna be the dude that she love no more. She gonna be flexing off. She might be fucking with party promoters and shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit, if y'all got kids together, she might be home. You might be home with the fucking kids. And she out with the new dude. Because you know why? The new dude is fun. The new dude that's wearing her out 2-3 times a week, he not coming with extra shit. She don't gotta buy him nothing to eat. She don't gotta do none of that shit. He comes with excitement. And a lot of times, listen, men, or to all the dudes listening, whether you're my age, older or younger, especially to the younger dudes, I'm gonna drop some real ass shit for you. Keep your relationship exciting. Keep that it's whatever you gotta do to keep that shit exciting, fucking do it. Because once you lose the excitement, you're gonna start to see a lot of shit lost. It's like a domino effect. Once that excitement is lost, the romance might fucking leave. Yo, real talk, there's a direct correlation between excitement and romance. I can't put my finger on it, but from experience, once that shit ain't fun no more, everything is gonna go downhill. She might not even look at you the same. She ain't like, yo, when your shorty stop laughing at your jokes, when she stop finding your memes funny, because we're in the meme stage now. Yo, real talk, if she stops sending you memes, then that's kind of an indication. Because women love sending memes. Well, most of them, not all of them. Yo, shorty stop sending you memes, right? And oh my God, when she stopped tagging you and shit, if she stops sending memes and tagging you and shit, she ain't laughing at your jokes no more. Might be another dude she's sending memes to and laughing at every day. Yo, I'm telling you, and you know what? Some of y'all will probably listen like, well, fuck that, let it go ahead. Okay, I feel you on that shit. But if this is the position that you're in with the person you're in, don't you want to keep that shit solid? Yeah, it's the boy Product. We will be right back with the Life of Product Podcast. We got a message from Inc, our sponsor. Holla at your boy. Yeah, what up, man? It's the boy Product. We're now back with the Life of Product Podcast. This is episode 21. Episode 21 is called Build or BNBS. BNBS means bust nuts and bullshit. And I'm telling y'all probably laughing at me, but this is some real ass shit. We talked a lot about the BNBS part. I want to talk to y'all more about the building part. I think building is a beautiful thing. I think it's especially in the fucking black community. We need that shit. Oh my God. Yo, side note, right? Before I really get into this shit. I don't like how the older generation, especially the baby boomers, come at us about this whole building and family shit when a lot of y'all dudes left your fucking kids. I don't like that shit. Like that shit is not cool, because I personally feel like a lot of the things that they went through, it kind of prevented that building shit, especially drugs. Like you know what I'm saying? I know like we all listen to hip hop, we be listening to dudes talking about flipping drugs and shit, bang, and getting money. But when you really think about it, a lot of our parents' generation, see, their parents, they built. That's what they were doing. The generation before that baby boomer generation around, I guess, the 1940s and the 50s and shit like that, and kind of up, drugs played like a major part in that. And you know, a lot of men was running the street back then and shit like that, and it kind of prevented that. A lot of them left the woman to be the solidness of the household, and I think that shit is fucked up. So to a lot of y'all older generation, stop talking down to our generation like boom, 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 when y'all kind of set the template for fuckery. You know what I'm saying? Nobody ever talks about that shit, and I don't like that shit. I know we be trying to be respectful to y'all, but at a certain point, y'all need to say, all right, we fucked up, please do better. That's all I want y'all to say. Just please admit, a lot of y'all fucked up, and y'all want us to do better. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably touch a couple nerves with this shit. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I'll be here getting lit. Yo, episode 21, bang. So I want to talk about building. I think building is a beautiful thing, especially in the black community. In all communities, but particularly I'm a black man, and I want to see my community do better. We need to do better. Now, there's all kind of ways you could build with another person, and I think you should build with another person. The scary shit about it, see, when you start building with a person, you need to learn that person. You need to, you know what I know there's people out here that just jump straight into shit, but you need to really spend time around that person. Even don't be one of these people that just straight move in. with each other. You know what I'm saying? I know we be looking at the memes like, oh, fuck that talking stage, come live with me. Nah, fuck no. It sounds funny, but it ain't. Because you really don't know where that person is at mentally until you really spend time around that person. See, you might be ready to build with a person, but life is not allowing that, because that person might have an inner circle that want to turn up every weekend. That person might be in that traveling phase of their life. Now, where you put it like this, you'll take two people in a relationship. It's time for them to build, right? Or they want to build, they're talking about it. One person just wants to go to work every day, Monday through Friday, and just chill on weekends, and they want to relax. And they want that other person on the couch watching TV with them. That other person don't want to sit in the house on weekends. They want to go to another state. They want to go hang out with their peoples. Like, say if it's a dude, he might want to go hang out with some of his mans. He might want to go play basketball. That's great if you want to do that. This is why you need to know where that person is at. I'm a firm believer that when it's time to build with a person, you guys have to set a schedule or some shit for each other. You guys need to have like certain type of boundaries. Meaning, if you're a dude and you have a woman, she's very into you. I don't want to say clingy, because sometimes a woman will love you so much it looks clingy. But it's not always, fellas, that shit is not always clingy. That sometimes she just fucking love you that much. She just want to be up under you all fucking day, every day. And you got to look for the signs of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So if you have a woman that wants to be up under you all day, every day, you need to like kind of set the tone in that shit, for that shit in the beginning. You need to let her know, or let him know, that I love you. We're going to spend X amount of time together, but I need time to myself. And this is why a lot of relationships don't last, because a lot of y'all don't take time to yourselves. Y'all don't. You need to, once you get out of a relationship, you need to hit a hard reset, and you need to take time to get yourself together. Well, depending on how it ended. You know what I'm saying? Some of them shits was just dragging downhill. You might not need that much time after that. But if you was in a relationship, you was with that person for years, y'all might have been living together, or just spent a lot of time together, you need time to reset. Or if you're building with somebody right now and you have a stressful work week or just a lot of shit going on, you need time to reset. You do. And for that one person that wants to go out on weekends and get away from the house, that might be their reset. And the other person might not understand that shit. Then what fucks that up? The other person, that if they don't understand it, they're going to start thinking wild shit. Yo, listen, man. I've been in relationships with females where I wasn't cheating, but they would dream I was cheating. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I got stuffed in the middle of the night in my arm one time because my ex thought I was cheating on her because she had a dream about it, and I was right next to her. Like, this shit's crazy, though. Yo, I can't make this shit up, and us real dudes understand that, because the same shit that happened to y'all. You know what I mean? Like I said, I talk to the fellas a lot when I do my show, because I'm a man. I like dropping jewels on y'all. You know what I'm saying? I've been on both sides of the fence of a lot of different things. A lot of y'all will go out, bag a shorty, she'll have a kid or she'll have kids. Some of y'all might not have kids, or you might have kids that's older. Now you're saying, all right, this is what you have to really look at, right? Most women, some of them be fucking up and just leaving their kids with their parents and just fucking going on doing wild shit. I'm not talking about them. You have a lot of women that are hands-on mothers, right? This woman is a hands-on mother, right? And you come into this woman's life. You say you don't have no kids, or your kids is old or whatever. You come into this woman's life. You have to be ready to build on a different level. You have to be ready to build on a different level, because building with her is not going to be the same as building with a woman that has less responsibility. See, when a woman is a mother, on average, she's not out doing the same shit that women with no kids are doing. She's not doing that shit. Her ultimate responsibility are her kids. Her ultimate goal is to make sure that her kids is good. Now, hopefully the father is still in their life, and hopefully they have a cordial relationship. If they don't, and the father's not there, or whether he's there or not, at a certain point, fellas, really listen to me, at a certain point, you are gonna have to step your game up, and you are gonna have to play that stepfather role. It is what it is. You can't just come through shorty crib, bust it down every day. Oh, I love you, I care about you. And if you coming in there and setting a certain example for her kids, that's the mentality you have to have. So you can't just be coming in and just doing that. Because say if she, have a son, daughter, or whatever, no kids want to see a man just come into the household and smash their moms 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning every other night. Some women, they might have that arrangement with that man. I've seen that shit happen before. She might just be busy, and she just need that. She need that release. But if it's a situation where you guys are trying to build, then and the kids pick up on everything. If the kids see that you guys are really trying to build, kids, you don't know what their emotions are set up like. They don't even know what their emotions are set up like because they're kids. Every day of a kid life is a new experience. Monday through Sunday is a new fucking experience because they are now a day older at whatever day range they're at. These kids go on social media, they listen to music, they watch movies. Kids hear things. They, at a certain point, these kids are gonna hear you and their moms in the other room getting it in. They're gonna hear it. They're gonna hear the music. They're gonna hear the moms. They're gonna hear you know what I'm saying? They're gonna hear all of that. So it is kind of disrespectful to those kids who are not gonna stay kids forever if you come through in that type of energy. You are gonna have to come through and be prepared to set an example. And yo, this is some real ass shit. A lot of y'all might not disagree with me, right? A lot of y'all, I look at life from multiple perspectives, and I try to keep it as real as possible. But if you're trying to build with this woman, then that's something that you're gonna have to, at a certain point, she might need you to pick these kids up from school. At a certain point, she might need you to stop by the store and pick up some food for these kids. At a certain point, if you guys are building, she is gonna want you to build a bond with those kids. She might even want those kids to call you dad or daddy or whatever. And yo, you need to psychologically ask yourself this shit. At a certain point, you need to say to yourself, am I ready for that? Because some of y'all not. See, I love women. Women are beautiful. You guys smell great. All that shit, right? Some of y'all dudes only look at that. Y'all only look at the outside. See, a lot of y'all dudes, when y'all approach these situations with women and y'all ready to get into a full-fledged relationship, you never stop and ask yourself 5 years from now, what is my relationship going to be like with her children? See, a lot of y'all only be like 5 years from now, what is my relationship going to be like with her? Because eventually, down the line, within that 1 to 5 year range, if you guys are moving at a direct pace and you're not rushing everything, you guys are going to, the conversation is going to come up about living with each other. It's going to have to, because it makes no sense at a certain point. If you really love this person, you spend an X amount of time with this person and y'all paying separate rent and separate mortgage. Say if y'all both renting, y'all hit that 3.5 year mark. Now y'all talking about living together. Y'all talking about getting a house. Boom. If you guys are trying to build and you guys each have a separate set of kids. See, this is another conversation nobody has. It's fucking hard to blend families. It is so hard. If you have kids and she has kids, especially if you're a hands-on father, if you are a hands-on father and say if you got custody of your kids live with you, or you get your kids multiple times through the week, shit is sleep with your BM, her kids live with her, you guys are talking about living together. Now you got to think about how big the place is going to be. How many bedrooms are you going to get? What's the sleeping arrangements going to be like? What's the discipline arrangements going to be like with these kids? This is a lot of shit a lot of people don't talk about, and they neglect that shit. And a lot of y'all, before a lot of y'all get into these I want to build situations with your significant other, you need to talk to older people. You need to talk to an older person in your family, particularly a parent, maybe matter of fact, exclude your family. Because family could be biased. You need to talk to an older person that you can actually confide in and confidently take their advice. You could say, all right, this person knows their shit. Let me really listen to them, because a lot of older people have been through the same exact shit y'all been through. Not only have they been through it, they're able to look at your situation from the outside in. You know what I'm saying? So, because we all live in a glass. We all live in a glass house. And that older person can look in your glass house and say, you know what? That shit ain't right for you. Or that shit is right for you. You could do it. See, a lot of us, we might be in a situation where we're with somebody, but we kind of don't really know if we should stay with that person or if we should be with that person. And all it takes is that older person to say, yo, you fucking up, dog. She the one. But unfortunately, we don't all have that person to really come to us and say that. So I'm telling you, and back to the blended family shit, it's very hard. It's very hard. See, when you're a man and she's a woman and you have your set of children or she has her set of children and you guys are trying to blend families, that shit it's difficult on a level I can't even put in words, because I've tried to do it. I've done it. The bad thing about blending families, when both parents is beefing with each other, each set of kids is going to take the side of their parent. And that's, yo, you don't think so? Shit, yo, you could be wrong on very, very numerous levels. Your kids are still gonna rock you. Your kids is like you're 100% supportive of everything. Even they might not even know you're wrong. Or like I said, kids are smart. They might know you're wrong. But when you blend families, you have to consider them before yourself. You have to not just consider your kids. See, that's the problem with a lot of y'all. A lot of y'all are selfish. A lot of y'all are so fucking selfish, especially a lot of y'all dudes. You guys will consider your own kids, not hers. A lot of y'all women are selfish. I personally know women with children that won't date dudes with children. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the craziest shit ever. But they will want a man to come into their life and play that role because the fathers are not doing it. Listen, it's like Lauryn Hill said, how you gonna win when you ain't right within? How the fuck look that your spirit is not even gonna allow you to be in that situation? The universe won't allow you to be in that situation because you literally praying for a man to come save you and your kids, and you don't want to play that part in his fucking kid's life. You can't do that. And I'm saying that respectfully. I'm not saying that to talk down to y'all. I'm saying that because I need y'all to realize that, because I personally know a lot of y'all that want to have a man in your life. But guess what? The funny thing about, like, this is what, before I end the show, I'm going to tell y'all this shit. This is what an older person told me, right? You need to cleanse yourself before you get that win. Before you get that W that you want, whether that W is financial, whether it's school, whether it's a relationship, you need to cleanse yourself. Those weird ill feelings that you have about you not wanting to be with a man that has kids, but you have more than one child or 2 or 3 kids, you need to lose that shit. If you want that W and you want that happiness, if you want that fucking fairy tale story, you want that man to come home, pull up in the driveway of your house every day, your kids in the yard playing. If you ain't gonna do it yourself and you want to deal with a man and you want to whatever XYZ, you need to cleanse yourself. And to y'all dudes, you need to cleanse yourself as well. You can't be out here trying to be in a relationship with a woman and you're not ready to play that role in her kid's life. So it backtracks to what the fuck I said the subject of the show is. We're either gonna build or we're gonna bust nuts and bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It's the boy Product, episode 21, baby. It's a fucking celebration. I'm out. Yeah.